Let it be known that some of the coolest mods with some solid foundations also happen to be the least well known. Most of the time, that is. But I love stumbling upon these creations, and you all know me. A stuck-to theme is gonna win more often than not, no matter how simple the mod. So to have Wynter match all that criteria, while also being a bit meta with his own introvertness, it's looking like the ice will flow cold here today, folks. And as always, many thanks to the Cheese, Warcado, and Drunk Rabbit for your work. I think you've got something pretty special here at the end of the day. So to begin here, Wynter the Cryokinetic Introvert briskly enters the constant chillin' at 150 hunger, 175 sanity, and 150 health respectively, rendering him rather average honestly. But here's the thing, Wynter is all about staying cold and avoiding the heat, so it's gonna be his temperature that might just be the only thing that matters at the end of the day. For you see, once Wynter drops below 15 degrees, his health pool will immediately double to 300, rendering him anything but average in that regard. Not only that though, note how Wynter will never drop below 0 degrees and won't ever lose health when freezing, as the guy just loves the cold too much. Be mindful though, the frost that empowers Wynter won't exactly sit well with other players nearby. If Wynter is cold, he will quickly drop the temperatures of all others around him as well. But compared to how he will be when things heat up, that's gonna be the least of your worries, I think. No surprise here, Wynter hates the heat. So much in fact, that the guy will start to rapidly lose health once above 55 degrees, and it will only get worse from there once he does begin to overheat. It's not good. Not good at all, and surprisingly enough, it gets worse. Being anywhere above 35 degrees means he will be dealing 25% less damage than most other survivors in this game, so the heat is gonna make its impact really early, even if it's not summer, if you know what I mean. So make your notes. But hold up, Beard. The heat does all of that, but all we get from the cold is an extra 150 health? That seems kind of extreme. You're right, it is. So thankfully, Wynter deals in extremes himself and has plenty of other cool perks to offer once the white stuff does begin to fall. Once below 15 degrees, he will also gain a massive sanity and health regeneration effect on top of that doubled health. Very nice. Might be way too powerful, but it makes sense at least. As does this. Wynter will also be cold to the touch, therefore any attackers will be slowed and potentially frozen upon hitting him repeatedly. So take advantage for sure. Or don't, and just take advantage of his increased damage instead. Because if Wynter is at a low enough temperature, he is gonna deal 2 times more damage per hit with anything in hand. It's also nice and a bit too strong, but we are on the right track here for sure. Especially when we're also having fun with some other icy perks unrelated to combats, like, well, ice stuffs. Wynter will not only enter the constant with 3 chunks of it in hand, he will be able to craft more with himself pretty much. At the cost of 15 sanity and 10 health, Wynter can craft 3 ice per craft, and with those Wynter regenerations in play, things shouldn't be too bad even if you do spam this thing. But don't fret if that doesn't suit you, as there actually is an alternative, and it has to do with water. Lots of water, that is. As long as Wynter is above 10 wetness, his cold heart will create ice every few seconds, and sometimes multiple times in a row. Couple this with his inability to drop below 0 degrees, even if he's trying to force it, this opens the door for infinite ice production, with little to no downsides for the guy. Plus, I will always take another use for water balloons. But hold up once more, Beard. All this talk of the cryokinetic side of Wynter, and yet I'm not too sure why he's labeled as an introvert. What gives? Ah, yes. So not only will Wynter negatively impact the temperatures of those around him, he himself is gonna lose sanity near other players. 1 sanity every 3 seconds to be exact. Now, I'm not too sure if this increases with the more players that are nearby, but I gotta be honest, I don't really blame the guy. People suck, especially nowadays. All this is still going to be throwing a wrench in the team play, however, so I would make note. And there you have it, everyone. Wynter, the Cryokinetic Introvert for Don't Starve Together. And in case you're wondering how this video is over already, yes, the guy doesn't have a voice and or ghost at the moment, although some stuff is subject to change. But speaking of, a couple tweaks here and there, and Wynter here will be a crisp and refreshing change of pace, as when's the last time any of us actually paid real mind to temperature in this game, for Pete's sake? It's a simple mod, but a sweet one nonetheless. So thanks again to Cheese, War Kato, and Drunk Rabbit for putting Wynter out there, and I am very happy to hear that he is exactly what you were envisioning when starting out. That melts the nippy hearts. Thanks for watching, folks. Well wishes to all, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.